Couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you. What about Tony?
Did you really just do it?
I did it again. We did it again. I didn't do nothing, okay? I just went in there and made some adjustment at halftime, and it wasn't a game plan adjustment. It was just an attitude adjustment.
What was not working?
We weren't disciplined. The one thing we have not been on defense all year long, that's the way we were the first half. They took it to us, and we didn't like it, and we lost our focus. But we've been there before.
One thing I want you to highlight is the 1-0. Each game you want to go 1-0. Talk a little bit about that and how that led to your undefeated season.
So to answer your question, it's just a mentality. You know, when we started the season, I was worried about how I was going to keep guys focused because of the expectation, right? And so Lindsey Wilson started. If you look at it, they got hashtag 1-0, and I didn't really think about it until we started talking as a staff. And like, guys, how are we going to do it? And like, Coach, we just got to take it one day at a time. We got to take one day at a time. And we got to get our kids behind that. And that's where it stands from. And literally, if you watch Hart and watch those guys, it is one day. It's not 1-0. It's you got to win every day. And you know what? We didn't win Thursday. We didn't have a good walkthrough. We talked about that as a team, and it led over to the first half. They understand what 1-0 means, and they take it serious.
Talk a little bit about the game last week, having that accomplishment, and then coming in this week. How difficult was it to keep the guys focused?
That's been my biggest fear, Tony. And I said that on the way over here. And Dale and I were talking about that. You know, for guys that ain't never been doing this, you know, we're not used to it. We're not 10-0. I mean, this is 54 years of history, and we just now won a district playoff. So, man, to go to Glasgow and win the way we did, and go to Franklin Simpson and just really, I thought we played the better game. We gave them 10 points, and we gave them a touchdown late. I mean, so really, truthfully, we gave them the game, but we let them be in the game. And just to watch us just respond, you know, and you know, I was worried because emotionally, it drains you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know how I feel. I can't imagine being the ones out there laying it on the line. So I was a little worried about that tonight. And I think the first half you saw some of that. We weren't focused.
Which was the bigger accomplishment, last week or today?
Last week. Listen, you don't get a chance to play for this. You don't get a chance to do neither one of them. But district titles don't come very often at Hurricane High School. And to say that you did that, you know, when we set the goal out, yeah, it was 1-0, but it was also win a title. You know, we went 9-3 last year, great. We won a home playoff game, but we didn't have no titles. So really, what did we do? And so they bought into that. And with that being said, last week, I mean, this is a big thing. 10-0 is big. Tony, I mean, you know as well as I do. Teams going 10-0 in football, it's hard to do. I don't care who you are. You know, we didn't play a powder puff schedule. You know, if you look at our schedule on this back end here, it's been brutal.
One more question.
Yes, sir.
What does this mean for you personally? You know, to have guided this ship into such a stellar season.
You know, really, truthfully, I can get emotional about it because, I mean, we go wherever we go. We had more fans last week. We had more fans this week. It's great to come in 7 years ago and see where we were, and nobody said you weren't going to win a game, and we won 3, and we had kids being arrested on the field. And we couldn't coach from just changing culture and attitudes, and these kids bought in to us. And we can say we want to, but if they don't buy in and they keep doing the same thing Hurricane's been doing, we're not here. So it means a lot that they entrusted in me, and that's what I said to them at halftime. I said, I don't give a dang. In other words, I said, I don't give a dang what you want to do, but you got to believe in me and what we teach you, and you got to go do it. They did.
Well, congratulations, Coach.